Welcome to our Truth Shot segment where we bring short, unfiltered doses of truth and inspiration to light your path. Today's episode is one that matters deeply, not just to us, but to our community. This is not charity, but clarity, voices from the streets. This is brought to you by Destiny is by Choice Support Services because your journey, your voice, and your truth matter. We are your host and co-hosts, Destiny and Eric. And today we have joined with us Danny Cox, who brings real lived experience and truth from the streets, sharing what survival actually looks like when resources are limited, but hope is still alive. We also have joined by Pastor Todd, who brings perspective on outreach, faith in action, and what it truly means to serve, not with handouts, but with a lifted hope.
Too often conversations about homelessness, addiction, and poverty happen about people instead of what with them. Today we're changing that. This is an episode about dignity, it's about humanity, it's about meeting people where they are without judgment. Let's listen, learn, and know the truth.
So Danny and Pastor Todd, we want to ask you all, what is your why? Danny, this is what, your second year or?
So I've been doing outreach in Southeast for 5 years. I've been living in Southeast for 6 years, so my whole recovery time.
Okay.
I was unhoused in Knoxville on the street. And so just dignity and respect. People aren't numbers. They aren't statistics. They're human beings.
Yep.
They're mothers, daughters, sons, fathers with families and souls. And so we just try to lift them up and bring back to the community. Jerry helps me. Pastor Todd's always right here at the end of the street. And so, we're just out here trying to do what we can do to help.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I remember you had shared in our first episode that you were homeless. So when you said you was doing this another year, was passing out the blankets, I was like, I like this.
Yeah, and this is the first time that we've ever been acknowledged. Same with Pastor Todd. This is what I do when nobody's watching.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we just go out and do stuff. We've been doing it for years, and that's what we do.
And Pastor Todd, we've been talking, you've been at this church for 12 years, right?
Just about. Yeah.
And so you were saying how you had changed over the church and bringing the church to the streets. Tell me your why. What is your reasoning behind doing what you do? Because I've heard a lot about you, but I've never got to meet you. So I'm honored to meet you today.
Well, it's really kind of, from my perspective, it's kind of a God thing, man. I mean, it's just watching him work in the community for 12 years. Meeting people like Danny, by a divine appointment, what I call it, you know what I'm saying? God just bringing people. But really, one day I was driving down the road in my truck and I was actually passing the corner here and I heard this, it wasn't an audible voice, but God said, I need a street pastor. I need somebody, I need somebody on the streets, And so what we're trying to do here, we're kind of rebranding to become like what I call a street level church. Mm-hmm. We already have 150 people suffering from addiction coming in every week. We've been able to do some ministry to the unsheltered, but in the coming year, we're going to be more intentional. We're going to open the church up more on Tuesdays and Thursdays and just be a place for the community. And we're going to increase our presence really out on the streets because, we want to provide, not just a place, but we want to provide people opportunity. We're going to bring in other services, other people to help us out and provide real help to people that need help.
Yeah.
And of course, we also want to lead people into a relationship with the Lord. We want to change lives, and the only way you're going to change lives, you got to go to where people are at.
That is so true.
And not just sit around and wait on them to show up. So, yeah, it's all about loving and helping people and right where they're at.
Yeah. I think it's awesome that both of you all actually have a similar story of being homeless and going through that process of being in the streets on that level. What is your take on this? Well, I know we had talked about doing this. You were like, let's do it. But what is your take?
I know how it feels to be out here in the cold, to not have anything. And to just wish that somebody would show up for me. Yeah. So that's my why.
I want to make clear that a lot of times the expectation of society is a coerced expectation. Mm-hmm. I demand that you do this way, or either you're not trying or you're not willing. That's not true. There are probably over 100 people in Southeast homeless Some of them can't go into treatment, can't go in the hospital, can't go in the mission because everything they own is in front of them in a cart or bags or in an alley or in a tent. And so you walk away from everything that you've owned to get help, and help doesn't seem like help then. It seems like a being turned upside down in a complete chaos. Chaos becomes normal if we're in chaos long enough. And so we have to understand the mindset of the people out here, because I am one of those people. These are my people. And so
I just think that, when we was talking as Christians, we got to, like we've always said, boots to the ground. You have to walk the talk that you say. And if you look at it, Jesus went to the people. He went and served amongst his people. And so I really do appreciate that. Every time I was bringing my son and y'all have something set up, and it's like 6 o'clock in the morning, and y'all have stuff set up. He's like, look, they're out there. And I'm like, yeah, they are. You have dedicated people. And you all have also opened your church for a warm shelter a couple times.
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, really what it boils down to is we need more people.
Yeah.
We need more people with a bold vision to really hit the streets, to people like Danny, people that really want to get in the ditch with people and get dirty. Because, like you said, that's what Jesus did. Most of his stuff he did was on the streets. So why are we sitting in a building waiting on people to show up?
Yeah.
We got to go outside and open the door up to people that nobody else wants.
Yeah.
To be honest, a lot of churches they don't want addicts in their building. They don't want homeless people in their building. They don't want dirty people in their building. People that hadn't showered and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that's not the Jesus me and you know.
Nope.
So it's really pretty simple. You see it in Scripture in black and white, and you go do it.
Yeah.
And it's fun. It's when you're doing what you know is right. That's who He is, and you go out here and do it. You see God show up, and you get amazing stories out of it. Danny and I got stories together, how we met and everything. That's a different story, but it's all God stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're in on it, it's a lot of fun. And where you're going to get in on it is you're going to have to go where God is working even in the midst of the darkness. He's out here working in people's lives, and He shows up in the dark because He doesn't know no dark.
Yep.
Everything is light to Him.
Yeah.
So we just got to get serious about it.
Yep. Well, I'm excited about what today's going to bring. I have my children out here, boots on the ground. I don't know if they're happy, but they'll be all right. So I just want to go ahead and take it to the streets, y'all.
all right, let's do it.
Y'all take care, okay?
Absolutely. I said, yeah, we'll talk. Do you mind if we did like a little interview? So we do a podcast.
You want any like socks, gloves, or hat or anything?
Good morning, John. How you doing today, sir?
Doing all right. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good. Quick question. I know that a lot of times people end up in places that they don't want to be, right? Just can you give a brief summary of how you got here?
I got here because of insurance.
Wow.
Because my insurance stopped.
It's just
Medicaid.
completely stopped?
Yeah.
And
Then it picked back up. They kicked me out of the rehabilitation center in Southeast. And I wound up here. They brought me here.
no warning, no nothing.
They just dropped you off?
Yeah.
Wow. So how do you, what are you doing to survive out here? Like,
Well, the mission feeds you and stuff like that, so I'm good with that.
you mind me asking, how old are you?
I'm 62.
Okay. Do you have family in the area?
Now I got a brother in North Carolina, though.
So what are your plans? What you trying to do? You know, to get
Well, I
out
was
of
trying to get a house, but now you gotta have income. I ain't got no income.
Right.
So the housing situation, they say they can help you, but you gotta have income. If I had income, I wouldn't be in this situation.
Okay, so how does your help look though? Like what you need?
I can't walk. I could hardly walk without this roller. I can't walk without this roller.
Are you out here every day?
Yeah, sitting right here.
It's just a lot to take in.
Yeah.
I just want to tell you that this won't be your last time seeing me, seeing my cousin, my assistant. You know what I'm talking about. But I just want to say that I know how it feels to be where you at, because I was there. I was homeless, strung out on drugs, you name it. I'm not saying that you are. I'm just saying that's where I
I
came
ain't
from.
on no drugs.
That's a good thing. At least you got that to you, advantage. But just don't give up. You know, hope is right there, man. You just got to keep the faith and keep pushing, because it does get better. You just got to put. It's a hard good time. I can't say that because we're in a situation that I wasn't in, so I don't know.
I put in for my Social Security disability, so I'm waiting on that.
Do you got people like helping you do all this stuff?
Nah, I'm just doing it myself. I went to Social Security office and handling it.
And you how you get there?
I walk.
Wow.
Have you tried to get your Medicaid back, or has anybody?
It came back.
Okay, good.
It came back.
Good.
Okay, so are you trying to get into another place now?
Yeah, but the emergency room got to admit you there. You just can't, they don't admit people unless the hospital signs them to it.
Well, I want to thank you, John, for being vulnerable and sharing your story. We want to showcase, our podcast is called The Blinded Truth, because a lot of times people don't know why they see individuals like yourself out here. They just think it's by choice, but you didn't have a choice. They dropped you off, and when your insurance kicked out, the rehab dropped you off. And so I really do pray that something comes through for you, and you will not see the end of us.
All right.
We're going to be out here for you, John.
All right.
And we're gonna try to find some resources for you.
All right.
So bring it to you so that we can do our part. You're doing your part. We're gonna try to help you as much as we can.
Okay. I appreciate all the help I can get.
Thank you so much, John.
Thank you.
I hope you have a good day.
I will.
Hey, man. I'm gonna bring John over. You mind if I pray with you guys? Okay. Come on over here. We just pray that you'd invade their lives with your love and your care, and that they would know that you're there. That they would feel your presence. They know you're working, even though things in their life are not where they maybe want them to be right now. So we pray you protect them, Lord, out on the streets, in the mission, wherever they find themselves at. We just commit them to you, and just pray that they be encouraged today. And we pray in Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
It's like what Pastor Todd trying to do with the church. He's not trying to take a van, go around and get a van load of them and take them 20, 30 miles up the road where they ain't got no access to a convenience store or a mall or nothing. He's trying to help them here with this their home. Right. They just have a hard time. This their home. And sometimes all the people need is a warm cup of coffee and a sandwich.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of questions, You know what I'm saying? And that means a lot, know.
I was in a halfway house, did 90-day programs. I was working at the Weeges on Burlington. I got caught up in the street on Northwest with some guys, so I had to leave that alone and come out here and just find myself again, get back on top, that's all. Never been in trouble day in my life until I came to this part of Virginia.
Oh, wow.
Been playing ball all my life, went to school for industrial maintenance.
Where, do you have any family?
Not here.
Back in Wilmington?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it was nice meeting you. Thank you for sharing your story with us.
That's
So when they pulled up, police pulled up and told them they got to move all that. So they right now scrambling for their life, everything they own. They trying to figure out what they're gonna do. It'd be a real good time to go down there and see that's what's really happening. It's like somebody getting thrown out of their house.
Okay.
There for another 16 weeks.
Wow.
Keep them supplying in the dough.
Like a constant rotation.
Yep.
Right. And so
And
instead of
staff gets high. Staff likes to be
instead of like a case manager with the discharge plan, this
They
is
don't have
this
no
is where they
dispute.
end up.
No, I mean,
If
I
they,
got
if they don't
put out
cooperate or
because-
comply, so they can keep rounding up their Medicaid, they put them out and people end up right here.
Yeah, they put
No
me-
housing, no aftercare plan, no nothing. Just right here. This is a real life what that
They
looks
put
like.
me out for paraphernalia that was, I don't even remember where it came from. I had a relapse 5 weeks before that.
Okay.
And I'd had 5 roommates. So could have had been none, possibly. Could have been someone else's, most likely. But they took my housing away. And then when I went back the next day, they beat me down like no tomorrow. You knew you were going to use again? I said, well, my drug screen was clean.
Do you want to try to get in somewhere again, or what do you want to do?
My husband and I both have work coming up.
Okay.
He's actually got bond hearing coming up.
Okay.
So I really don't know where I'm at right now, where I'm at right now.
Okay.
I need work. I want to get back to work. So I can.
Is your
get
phone
down.
on?
Yeah.
Put my number in there.
So we have here someone who was in treatment, and their treatment facility, we're going to not disclose, but they basically put her out here because of her Medicaid. And what they do is they let them come in and fund the Medicaid until the Medicaid runs out, and then they kick them out. But those type of treatment facilities also have drugs coming in and out of the system, and when they don't comply and want them to do whatever they want them to do, then they kick them out. So this is another great example of how there's a lot of places out here saying they want to help people, but they don't want to help people because they have no discharge plan and they have no case manager, no aftercare, no nothing like that. So he's just, everybody's at the Ram House now.
Yep.
Interesting. Okay. You're welcome. So they come in and clean up. The police come in and raid them and then take them to the Ram House, she said. She was telling us that she was
Police
at a...
take them there? Mm-hmm. Oh, really?
She was saying that the treatment facility she was at had a bunch of drugs in them, and then basically didn't redo her Medicaid, kicked her out and brought her here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like one of those situations where she didn't comply with what they want her to do. No aftercare plan, no case management plan.
Yeah.
Just like, John up there, they just kicked him out.
Yeah. Yeah, nowhere else to go. No services.
No services, no nothing. And that's the frustration part about a lot of times, a lot of these organizations that say they are helping, but they ain't helping. They just...
Well, a lot of people that say depending on Medicaid or insurance, they don't have it. They're really stuck.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
You want one or two?
One or two.
Okay. Do you need a hat or glove? Oh, I got one. Do you need a hat? Thank you. You're welcome.
I got away because of. Can I get a banana? I'm just not.
Joe, what he said, Jerry? He said when you're down there, it's a certain way you gotta lay for them not to take.
But you got to clean it up.
But you gotta keep your stuff clean.
Listen,
Bob.
the head guy came down there last Thursday. The head man that got the underpass. He said, "I'm the reason that you can lay here right now." He said, "Everything got to come down to me for me to have y'all removed out the police thing." He said, "I don't care as long as you keep stuff off my boy, keep the place nice and neat." And I told everybody, the problem is don't nobody want to clean up in the morning.
Yeah.
Instead of getting up early, an hour early to clean up so we can stay here.
And so now all that stuff's just piled up, abandoned down there, and they took 7 people to jail.
And all the stuff down there, they expect me to clean it up with her. I got heart problem. I got heart failure.
And where would you even put that stuff at? Were they going to take that? Would the city take that stuff away?
I was thinking about going and opening up what you call it? Where you hold property at.
A storage unit?
Yeah, I was thinking because I got money on my account. But then again, who gonna get my money back?
Yeah, man.
Nobody. But then again, ain't nobody gonna get this back neither. You know what I'm saying? I gotta look at what God asked me to do. That's the first thing that came to my thought. But
What's your name?
Sawyer.
I'm Danny, man. It's nice to meet you, brother, okay?
You doing all right. But 6
So will you go back down there and stay tonight?
Nah, I'm not going down there.
So where would you go instead? Like you ain't going in the mission. Would you go in the mission? No.
It's always still in my clothes. always still in my clothes.
You got it. So when you go in the mission, you can't take like if you got stuff out here. You got to put your stuff somewhere. You can't take all that stuff in there and just stay
I don't
overnight.
have a lot of stuff. I got 3 bags over there.
Okay.
3 bags is all I got. I don't ever travel heavy. I wish I had my car now. If I had my car, I'd be all right.
How old are you?
58.
58. Okay.
Do you have any family?
I'm from Portsmouth. I got family over here.
How'd you end up here from Portsmouth?
Yeah.
I was penitentiary. I did 32.
Okay. Man, it's good to talk to you, my friend. Okay, I hope everything works out.
I'm saying how he was from Portsmouth. He did 32 years in prison because he was a Marine and discharged his firearm. Somebody was trying to rob him, and he discharged the firearm. So he did 32 years, and then he came up here. So that's why he's up here, because he just got released from prison. So his plan is now to get his brother out of jail, because the police hauled them off to jail. I don't know why they do that, and try to make it back home. So another story of how some people don't end up in this situation by choice. Some people just can't help but to be in the situation that they are in. And then, like I said, there's other organizations out here that say they want to help, but they don't want to help. They just want to push him underneath the rug. He said that one of the organizations laughed at him because of the situation that he's in. How are you helping people when you're laughing at people? So.
Yeah, that sound like a plan.
You want one or two?
Appreciate you. Nah, I'll take one. Yeah, that's good too, because I need one to do.
Hello, how are you? My name is Destiny. I have Eric is somewhere right here. So if you're willing to talk, we're more than happy to help. We have turkey and cheese sandwiches, ham sandwiches, water, peanut butter jelly, hats, gloves. So come on up. You sure can? Would you like a turkey cheese?
Yeah.
Or ham and cheese? Or
Turkey cheese.
Turkey?
Look at Brody. I appreciate it.
Turkey. Good?
Yeah, we getting
Ham, turkey, or peanut butter?
peanut butter,
Peanut butter?
and I'll take a ham.
Say any fruit. I forget. No, just water.
Since you're coming back this way, could you grab me a banana? I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Well, won't you?
You're welcome. You're welcome. And you got a bag?
Yeah, I got it.
Good.
Oh, I think this.
My name is Destiny. And are you born and raised here, or are you from here?
No, I lived there. I was born in Akron, Ohio, but my grandma brought me down when I was a little kid, so I've been there ever since.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about your story.
Well, my story, my grandma brought me down when I was little.
Okay.
So, you know what I'm saying? I've been down here pretty much all my life. Okay. And then my grandma and granddad passed away. My family sold the house, so I'm out here in the streets.
Okay. Is that the only family that you have?
Majority of them is in Ohio, but got some down here, but I don't mess with them.
Okay.
I'm out here on my own.
So do you have something? Tell me your story about your legs.
I was in a car accident when I was a little kid.
Okay.
So it messed the lower part of my body up.
Okay. All right. What is one thing that you would want someone to know about your story?
You know what I'm saying? Even though it happened to me, you know what I'm saying? I ain't let it stop me.
Yeah.
I'm still out here doing it on my own with no help.
What's your goal?
My goal is right now I'm just trying to find a house.
Okay.
So I can get back out on my own.
Do you have the income coming in for that, or has that been a struggle?
Yeah, I can come up with the money. The money ain't a problem. It's just I'm a felon, so you know what I'm saying. It's like only way I can get one, I gotta find like a private owner, something like that.
That's been a struggle lately.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of places I know that they don't want to help you when they see that. My co-host is actually a felon as well, and he has that problem with finding a job.
And I only had one charge, and I go with that one charge. You know what I'm saying? Made me a felon, and I can't go to no house authority. You know what I'm saying? So I gotta find a private owner.
Do you want to speak more about what happened with that charge, or do you feel comfortable?
Nah.
Nah, you good, you good. I thank you, Carlos, for telling me your story, and I pray that everything works out for you. You
You're
let me know if
welcome.
you need anything else. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Ram House is one of the areas that, well, one of the places. I wish Melissa was here. Shout out to Melissa Woodson. She is the executive director for Ram House. She has been working countlessly to raise money to help become a no problem have a bigger place to service the individuals that are here, like a place to take a shower, clean, wash their clothes, which is essential because like places like the rescue mission, they have to be out by a certain time, and then there's no place to go. So a lot of times they come here, but if you're walking and not being bused or don't have the capability or to have a bus ticket to come down here, you can't get down here. So a lot of times they're at the rescue mission or they're down underneath the bridge. So Melissa has been working, and her team has been working to get the funding to rise all of this so they can provide more services. They also partner with Danny and Pastor Todd to help with this as well. So
Being homeless and not knowing what tomorrow brings.
yeah,
And everybody has family, but we lose contact, we lose connection, and it can be hard.
yeah. I know he was mentioning that he don't fool with them, and sometimes, a lot of times, people think that you have to continue to talk with your family and stuff like that. A lot of times, people make the choice for certain reasons. It's not healthy reasons. You never know. He said his grandparents brought him up here for when he was young, and he's been here. They died. They sold the house, so now he has no place to go. So,
And like being able to identify, I know how it feels to wake up on a bus stop in December and it's cold, you're hungry, you're lonely, and you're hopeless.
yeah.
And that's where I speak on the desperation. So,
Do you mind mentioning a little bit about your story of why you were homeless? Because a lot of times people think that it's by choice, and some people think that they wake up and they choose this, but
I think mine was by drug addiction, choosing to allow something to control my life. And once it got me, it held me. It wasn't like I woke up and say, today I'm not gonna be homeless, or today I'm gonna get clean. I may have a thought of it, but the drug was so powerful that I couldn't imagine stopping because I knew the pain that was gonna come with that.
yeah.
So I guess I did choose, in per se, I chose drugs over this life,
Yeah.
which made me come here. And when I was at the Oxford House, I came here for funding between jobs to help me pay for my rent when I was at the Sunnyside Oxford House. So I get it, and I'm just trying to do my part, man. I guess we're trying to do our part.
I think homelessness can look different too, because I've shared with you before, like my mom and I, we were homeless due to eviction, but we got to stay at the rescue mission, which was not, you got 3 kids at the rescue mission, you're a single mom. When the one gentleman was saying they steal your stuff, they stole our stuff, and we had to be out by a certain time, come in at a certain time. And then I was homeless at the age of 18 with my ex-husband because we didn't have any lights in the house with my mom. So I decided to move out, And so that was at 18, being homeless on your own, staying in motels, can look a little different. So a lot of times people don't think it's not just on the streets. We have a high, homeless rate for youth as well that a lot of people don't know. So it could look different for everybody in the community.
He's a good helping person. He'll be right in here helping y'all.
Yeah, we need people that's going to help, that's not afraid to help, where to keep it. And so her goal is to take whatever you need. They want to have a facility where they can shower, they can do laundry, they can house their stuff here. It was great because not only my kids got to be a part, And I asked him in the car, I said, what y'all think? They was like, I don't know. I said, you need time to process? He said, yeah.
Yeah, what would be really cool to do is find places nobody else is really going to.
Yeah.
Like this place is popular. The mission's popular. But what about the places where people are hiding out?
There's camps.
Okay.
And those people aren't statistics because they're never going to come out and let you know they're homeless.
Right.
So the information we got from TAP, Bradley, and Hope Initiative combined with people in Southeast is that there's over 158 homeless people. That's documented.
Yeah.
But we know camps
You gotta
over near
double
sewer
that.
plant
I
off
mean,
13th Street down on Roanoke River, in Wasena on Roanoke River. And so to access those people who just come up for certain things, you really have to go down into that area to kind of access
some people
them.
are out in the
Otherwise, you won't see
woods.
them.
People are off the parkway. I mean, there's people out in the mountains. I mean, people hiding out. I met one guy. He was a year. He lived a year in the woods. He said he never stayed at the same place twice. He had a dog with him, everything. And
Wow.
yeah. So it's crazy. He said,
And it's a beautiful day out here. It's about to be, January, February. You're talking
it's gonna be
about
brutal cold.
teens at night, 20, 30 in the day.
Yeah.
That's cold. It's too cold to even stand here and have a conversation.
And I think that what other people don't realize too is that we also have a young adult homeless population that is starting to grow.
Absolutely.
And they don't think about that because they think, not Roanoke, that's bigger cities. And I'm like, we do. We have.
You meet a lot of people in their 20s and 30s that are on the streets.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah.
And
It's generational too.
Yeah.
These are people whose parents were either addicts, using addicts, had substance use, mental health, and they grew up that way.
Yeah.
So it's not abnormal. The next step for them to do is be on the street.
It's what we do.
It's not abnormal at all. And it needs to be a fundamental, like revolutionary change in the core concepts of what's going on. Like we're just putting Band-Aids on bullet holes.
Yeah.
But at least we're doing that. If it slows the bleeding, maybe the person can get to the next step in the next space, to be able to get some relief, and have it happened for you, happened for me.
I'm a firm believer, like when they make these decisions, they got people representing us, but they're not the people.
No.
They're not me and you.
No.
That knows how it feels to be on this side.
Right.
They don't have lived experience.
So
People are making decisions for people who have never been in the situation as those people.
Yeah.
What's also starting to infuriate me is they're putting people in peer positions that's not peers. They don't have any lived experience. And I'm like, how are you connecting with the people that you're serving when you've never been there? Like, I can go out and say, yes, I'm a peer, but I'm a mental health peer. I don't know what it feels like to be in addiction. So I'm glad I have individuals around me that can say, I can relate right here and you can relate right here, but we work together. Because if you're putting people that's just going to get a degree in peer positions, you cannot relate to the people that you're serving.
No, that's why leadership and peer support is imperative.
Yeah.
There has to be people to separate the genres of peer support. So when I do trainings right here, when we vet, so we have 14 people coming up in January, I vet that group of people based on our conversation and their specific lived experience. And when we go through the training, I directly push those people in positions where resources will reflect their specific lived experience. But I know I'm just one person.
Yeah.
DBHTS has lots of regions and lots of trainers. My class is fantastic for that.
Yeah.
We really look at the individual and not just the group of people as this group's training, and they'll go out and be peers and everybody will live their best life. In the real world, that's not a reality.
No.
So.
No. All right, that wraps up today's Truth Shot segment of This Is Not Charity, but Clarity, Voices from the Streets. Powered by Destiny is by Choice Support Services. Remember, helping doesn't always mean saving. Sometimes it simply means showing up and seeing people as human. We hope today's conversation reminds you that real outreach is not about handouts or checking the box, but it's about lifting people up, restoring dignity, and creating space for voices that are often ignored. To Danny and Pastor Todd, thank you for your honesty, your commitment to the streets and the people you serve. To our listeners, if you want to stay connected and support our outreach efforts or learn how to get involved, make sure to visit our link tree and follow us on social media. As always, your destiny is by choice, not by chance. Until next time, keep walking in your truth. And Danny, what is your nonprofit called again?
555 Recovery Solutions.
Okay.
right? And we have a nonprofit link with Ram House. We do scholarships, and I do DBHTS PRS training for Region 3 in the state of Virginia. So I train peers to do exactly what you guys are doing and what we're all doing.
And what you're doing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Not us.
it took me 50 years of getting beat down to find my passion, and purpose was not my preference.
Yeah.
So.
And I think that's what drives us all is purpose and our
Yep.
whys. And Pastor Todd, give us the name of your church again for our
It's
followers.
Belmont Presbyterian Church, what we like to call the street level sanctuary.
Okay.
And be looking for another episode. We can interview this guy right here.
Yep. And a part 2 to Danny's. And his first one coming out in March because
That's a must see.
oh yeah, because when it comes to boots on the ground, we are all boots on the ground, and
Yep.
we really do appreciate you all taking the time and allowing us to.
Yep. Thank you for giving us a voice.
Oh, no problem. We don't got no choice.
Great day.
Yeah.
Yep. Great morning.
Thank you. Thank
y'all.
you.
Bless y'all.
I do hugs.
You do hugs?
Yeah, I do hugs. Look, we family now.
Hug
We
it out.
family now.
Yeah.